I'm Joe Wainz, Productivity Energizer at TurtleWorks. And today I want to spend a few minutes talking about shared inboxes, something I'm encountering a lot of with clients, and using AI to process the emails that are in those shared inboxes, freeing up people and time. So the problem with a shared inbox is it's overwhelming. What we really have is a request system trying to be managed within Outlook. So you get requests from customers, but you don't have a good way to apply status or assign the person that's working on it or attach documents. You keep everything in one spot. Doesn't really exist within Outlook. You have email threads, so you have some of that, but as soon as somebody goes off thread, now there's two emails associated with the same request, and how do you know that? So it can be overwhelming, it can be stressful. I have one client that we actually built a request system for them years ago, but they were losing $10,000 a week in sales because they could not get their arms around their shared inboxes. One of the issues is unclear ownership, like who's working on this. So two people might end up working on it or nobody works on it. And just to trigger, if you're thinking, well, we don't use shared inboxes, maybe you are if you're using, if you have a central place where RFQs go or POs or customer support issues or orders. And, somebody's asking somebody, hey, what's the start date? What's the ship date? What's the expected completion date? Can I change the ship date? Can we expedite this? Like somebody's sending those emails somewhere. And maybe it isn't actually a shared inbox. Maybe it's someone's personal inbox. But they're getting so many of those types of emails. It would also be a good opportunity to consider applying automation, applying AI to at least that aspect of that person's inbox, or implement a shared inbox to deal with those requests. So there's a couple levels that we can come at shared inboxes and automation AI with. The very simplest approach is to just acknowledge the receipt of the email, and maybe you can do the assignment of the category, which is how people often handle the emails within a shared inbox as they apply categories or labels to it. So there's a way to sort of group these emails and there's some order to the chaos. So based on the intelligence and based on the clues provided in the email, most of the time the category can be assigned. And based on that category, then you may be able to assign the right person to that email. And then ultimately reply back to the customer, after receiving that email, like, we've received your RFQ, we'll be working on this soon. Your RFQ has been assigned to Fred Barnes to work on quoting it. That makes a world of difference compared to silence. So if somebody's looking to buy something and they send an email to your shared inbox and they get silence, they may get antsy, and now they're sending an email to somebody else because they didn't get any kind of reply. But when you get some kind of reply with, at least, hey, it's been assigned to Fred Barnes, you now have a name, you now know who you could contact. It feels more personal, it feels like action's been done. And honestly, action has been done because you've assigned something. So that's level one. Level two is smart replies from a knowledge base or other thing like a knowledge base that you have. And it would also include the simple automation piece that we just spoke about. So smart replies would, hey, can I rehire, and this would be an internal communication, but hey, can I rehire somebody that we fired? Well, based on the employee handbook or corporate policy, that's written in a document somewhere. AI is able to surface that answer, provide it in a polite email that what the answer is, like yes you can, provided these rules are met, or no you can't if this person was fired for these reasons. And the questions could be around how do I return my part to get repaired? Um, yeah, so you get answers back, typically in these smart replies. In addition to, hey, we got your request, it's been assigned to so-and-so. Yeah, and then you can go from there. Or it's been, if this doesn't, if this answer doesn't satisfy your needs, then contact Fred Barnes. That would be a way to word the message in the email. The next level would be to include those two pieces as it makes sense, but then introduce really, I want to say process kickoff, but really it's process workflow. So you get an email that says, hey, we'd like to buy such and such, here's the PO. Some companies have a project onboarding process, many companies do. If it's a new customer, then there's a customer onboarding process, and typically there's some questions related to, like, who do we send invoices to? Here's a copy of our W-9, NDA if that's a requirement. So those pieces now can be automatically sent to that customer without somebody having to go, oh, new customer, therefore I got to do this, what's the process? Walk through those steps, create an email with all of that information and attachments and whatever. So that can be automated. Complaint, yeah, I mean, here's some ideas, questions to customers. So if they want to purchase something, maybe there's things around color or size or how many that need to be addressed, or when would you like that delivered, or what location. All of those questions that you end up having to ask anyway can be packaged up by AI, and AI can determine whether it needs to use that set of questions or this other set of forms based on the clues that are given in the email. So this takes AI to another level, but it also saves you even more time. So some real advantages to this. And then there's advanced automation, really handling complex tasks with AI. And the one that I'll talk about has to do with quoting. I seem to focus on that topic a fair amount and how to benefit from AI when dealing with quotes. So going from an RFQ in your inbox to automatically turning that around into a proposal ready to be sent to the client is possible. If the email that comes in has the right attachments, I'm going to go with a machine shop model. So if it has a PDF with drawings in that PDF, AI can derive certain attributes from that drawing to determine that it's, aluminum and it's this size and it has these many holes and these many taps and these many grooves and whatever. They can get a sense of the machining and material costs that are involved for that part. The customer also has all this history of quotes that can be used to train the LLM. So when we take those previous quotes and train the LLM, now we have all of this history that, hey, we built one very similar to what they're asking for and it cost this much. As a matter of fact, we've built 5 of these things over the years, and they're all very similar to this. So based on history and what's being asked for, we believe the price is going to be this. And in addition to that, here's all of the previous quotes attached. Now your estimator can take all that information and sort of finalize the quote and send it out. Certainly doable. People are doing this. Certainly possible within the realm of Microsoft's AI tools, including Azure AI Foundry. Yeah, it would be a really good example of handling a complex task with AI. So did a little work to sort of back this up with statistics from Forrester and Gartner. So Forrester is telling us there's a 40% productivity boost when we use AI against shared inboxes. McKinsey's saying that AI cuts manual time by 50 to 70%, streamlining workflow. And Gartner's saying that you can see up to a 30% cost reduction in your customer service department. So those are real statistics coming from reputable companies, and I've seen it in my own life where we saved a customer service department 40%. We reduced emails and phone calls for customer service related to repairs by 40%. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you get something from it. Certainly reach out to TurtleWorks. There'll be some links at the bottom of this for you to download a productivity worksheet or how to reach out to us. So thanks for your time.